So, as it turns out, guys, I was completely wrong about everything I was saying about the Kevin Durant versus Draymond Green situation that I was talking about in yesterday's video. I said that it wasn't anything too serious and that we shouldn't be making a big deal out of it because there was nothing to it. That things like this have happened in the past where Kevin Durant and Draymond Green didn't quite see eye to eye. That was my initial reaction to the situation after it happened yesterday. But now, that has completely changed. As yesterday evening and this morning as well, we have been getting non-stop reports out regarding the Kevin Durant versus Draymond Green incident, and none of them are looking too good for the Golden State Warriors. First of all, the first report we got yesterday, of course, that everyone knows about is that the fact that the Warriors suspended Draymond Green for a game without pay. So he wasn't active for the Warriors in their game against the Atlanta Hawks last night. That's because the team says he was behaving in a way that was detrimental to the team. Basically, Draymond Green got upset with Kevin Durant, called him a few names, and the team decided to suspend him for that. He crossed the line. And after that report alone, the NBA world was already going crazy. People saying that the Warriors organization is burning to the ground. Stephen Curry doesn't play for 2 games, and this happened. People were losing their mind. However, what the people who were reacting to this right away didn't know was that this was just the very tip of the iceberg, as we later got much more interesting reports coming out, including this one. According to multiple sources, Green then went on to make it clear that he's been making plays for years. He reminded Durant that the Warriors were winning before Durant showed up, so he wouldn't stand for Durant talking to him as if he were a scrub. Green accused Durant of making the whole season about him, even though he was going to leave after the season. Green let out his frustrations about how Durant has handled free agency, keeping his options open and keeping the story alive, consuming the Warriors and their season with talk of what Durant will do next. You know, people, when they're upset, they say things, and then after they calm down, they try and take it back, be like, you know, I didn't mean what I was saying, I was just upset. The reality is, when people get upset, they say exactly what it is that they mean and how they feel. Maybe they just don't say it in the best way. Maybe Draymond Green didn't say it in the best way, but he for sure just let us know how he feels about Kevin Durant even joining the Golden State Warriors. And he seems to believe that KD is gone after this season too. And I would like to let you guys know that this is it, that this is 100% all we had to talk about the situation yesterday, but it's not even close. As on top of this report coming out, we also got a video coming out, and the person who surfaced this video claimed that Kevin Durant said, "That's why I'm out of here," on his way back under the court after his little feud with Draymond Green during their game against the Los Angeles Clippers.
Grab this win. This is where KD, Iguodala, Clay, with Draymond and Looney.
And after that video made its way around the internet last night, along with what Draymond was supposedly saying to KD in the locker room as well, then even more people started to believe that this Warriors team right here, this Warriors team that has won 2 champions in a row and 3 of the last 4, is starting to crumble before our very eyes. And what makes it even crazier is that it doesn't even stop there. As a reporter from The Athletic is claiming that after the Clippers game, an anonymous player told him that with what was said, that there is no way that Kevin Durant is coming back. No way Kevin Durant is coming back. And that's supposedly from the mouth of a Golden State Warriors player himself. Things are getting real interesting, but we're still not even done. As when the general manager of the Golden State Warriors, Bob Myers, was asked about the Kevin Durant Draymond Green situation yesterday and asked if the 2 of them are good now, he said no, they haven't talked, they haven't tried to make up yet, but he thinks they will because in the end, they both want to win a championship this year, and the only way they'll do that is if they do amend the bridge.
I don't know the answer to that. If they haven't talked, I'm sure that they will talk. I know both of them. I know what they want to accomplish this season. I've been around both of them, so I'm sure that they'll get to that place because it's really about winning. And they both love to win. They both love to play basketball. And those are powerful things to have in common. Bob.
And it's still not over yet, because while the GM of the Warriors tried to make it sound all cool, like this is a typical thing that happens on the daily basis between these 2 and they're gonna smooth it over, Kevin Durant didn't have the same tone. When he was asked a similar question, this was his response.
Have you and Draymond been able to hash anything out?
No.
Kevin Durant was still visibly upset, and this was like 24 hours after the incident had happened. You see, if it wasn't that big of a deal, if he wasn't really that upset, he would have gotten over it in 24 hours. The two of them would have been talking and everything like that. But the fact that Kevin Durant was still visibly upset to the media, it makes you think that things are deeper than they seem, that the two of these guys really might not like each other, and Draymond Green really might have went too far with what he was saying to Kevin Durant. And this man, Draymond Green, Warriors fans, y'all better get him under control, because he's single-handedly ruining your chances, whatever chance you had left, of keeping Kevin Durant past this season. As for, does this officially mean that Kevin Durant is leaving though? I honestly think it might. Because do you guys remember at the end of last year, after the Warriors had already won the 2018 NBA championship, right after the season ended, David West had alluded that things aren't all good within the Warriors organization and that they have some real serious skeletons in their closet. Said this right after the finals last year. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, and that we'd be surprised, we'd be shocked when it comes out. And here's the exact quote: "Y'all got no clue. No clue." That tells you about this team, that nothing came out. He was saying that a lot of stuff happens behind the closed doors, but we're really good at keeping that stuff behind closed doors. Y'all never know, but if you ever do find out, you'll be shocked. I think we might have just found out. Kevin Durant and Draymond Green, I don't know if they necessarily see eye to eye on a lot of things. Kevin Durant has said before that he kind of felt like an outsider with the Golden State Warriors. Kind of felt like the guys maybe didn't trust him too much and why he was there. And I feel like Draymond Green might have been a large part of that. He wants Kevin Durant to commit long-term to the team, but Kevin Durant keeps taking these 2-year deals, with the second year being a player option, leaving the door open for him to leave at any minute. And he never shut down any of the talk in the media about him leaving the Warriors. For example, going to somewhere like New York this year, when Kevin Durant was asked off free agency, he straight up said that he just wants to get paid. He doesn't care where he plays, he just wants to get paid. So I don't necessarily think that Kevin Durant and Draymond Green like each other. Draymond doesn't trust Kevin Durant at all. Didn't trust him enough to pass him the ball in the final seconds of that game, and he sure as heck doesn't trust the fact that he's staying with the Warriors after this season. So, with that being said, I'd be very surprised if Kevin Durant was still on the Warriors after this season. And it might just be Draymond Green's fault. That does it for the main topics for today, though. Let me know what you guys thought about this down in the comment section below. This was one of the craziest things we've had come out in quite some time, so I'm really interested to see what you guys have to say. That being said, though, now let's take a quick look at the games from last night. Probably the biggest thing that happened in the NBA world yesterday was the Cleveland Cavaliers getting their second win of the season against the Charlotte Hornets, 113-89. And I bag on Tristan Thompson a lot. I joke around about Tristan Thompson a lot, but to his credit, even though the Cavs are straight trash this year, he has had his moments. He's been pretty good at times, especially over the last few games. Maybe this is just a case of he's on a bad team and someone has to do something, right? Someone has to score and rebound the ball. Maybe that's what it is, I don't know, but he has been the Cavs' best player for a stretch of time now. He had 11 points, 20 rebounds, and 5 assists in the win. The Rockets have now won 2 games in a row since Melo has been quote-unquote out with an illness. This time it was a 109-99 win over the Denver Nuggets, who have been reeling for the past few weeks after getting off to their blazing hot start to the season. Also, let it be known that Paul Millsap might be the most overpaid player in the league right now, getting $30 million to average 12 points and 7 rebounds. Despite the fact that Draymond Green was serving his 1-game suspension for getting into it with Kevin Durant, and that there's still no Steph Curry, the Warriors were of course still able to beat the Hawks 110-103. Kind of upset that Curry missed the game though, because it would have been the first head-to-head battle between Trae Young and Steph Curry. Hopefully both of them are able to play next time and the two of them can square off. That being said, Durant led the way for Golden State in this one with 29 points. And that is going to bring us to the player of the day, where you guys have the opportunity opportunity to vote for who you think was the best player in the NBA last night by clicking the little eye icon in the top right hand corner of the video. Just remember though, the only players whose team won are eligible to win Player of the Day. And yesterday, you guys selected Anthony Davis and his 25 points, 20 rebounds, and 6 assists as your Player of the Day. That is going to do it for today's video though. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and subscribe to the channel with post notifications turned on so you can stay up to date with everything that goes on in the NBA on a daily basis. Thank you once again for watching though. You guys already know that you are the real MVPs, but until tomorrow, I'm out of here. Peace!